What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. It is indeed Wednesday, my dudes, and we're back at it again. Another episode of Redcat Live where your boy just talks RC, everything and anything that we can possibly get into. First and foremost, thank you all for coming by and hanging out every week after week. If you're watching the show live or you're watching the show recorded afterwards, thank you. We really appreciate you being a part of this community because it truly means a lot to us to be able to engage with you guys week after week. And we really couldn't do it without all of your amazing support. So first and foremost, let's say what's up to a couple people. Felix Delgadillo, what's going on, homie? You're not going to want to go too far because we're going to talk about some SEMA stuff. And you wanted to see some pictures of potentially some stuff that might be out there, right? So definitely don't go too far. Stick around. It should be a good time. Cool Cats, Vasquez, man, what's going on? How are you, good sir? Vince Vargas is here as well. Mike Smith, thank you for stopping by. Mario Madrid, what's up? David Sarabia is also here. Mike Smith, Red Wolf RC 114 in the house. David Sarabia, Taco King, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Just don't forget the carne asada and the salsita, and I'll be happy. Brendan Armstrong, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by as well. Francisco, how you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Dark Woods RC's here. Terry Burke is here. Jason Oatman's here. Man, it's turning into a party, y'all. You know me, I just like to party. Ken Westbrook, why isn't the designer show kit 20% off? I don't believe that was one of the ones that made the cut for being on sale. Give me one quick second, though, guys. I'm going to change something up really quick because I feel like things are just a little too dark today. I've been working on my tan, and it's showing, you know. There we go. Now I'm a lot brighter and stout, so sorry about that, guys. JD's RC, man, what's going on, homie? How you doing? But Ken Westbrooks, to answer your question, I don't believe the LRH 285 designer show kit is part of the parts that are going to be on sale. I believe that, as well as the reef servos, are not part of the sale. I will double check to see if maybe it's not a typo of some kind, but I do appreciate you asking away. If you have questions like that in the meantime and you can't wait till Wednesday to ask them to me directly, you can always reach out to our amazing support staff. You can always reach them at support@redcatracing.com. You can also message them on Facebook directly if you want to speak to them as well. It's not on sale. Okay, yeah. So I just got confirmation that designer show kit is just one of the items, like the Alacritus 300 servos that we sell, that are two items that are not on sale for the hop-up sale. So I do apologize for that. Cool Cats Vasquez, do you have a gearbox with gears with it on your website? What gearbox? What vehicle are we talking about? Double check the website. You can actually look at the website and itemize per vehicle to look at all the parts that are available for said vehicle if you're looking for something. Utilize the search engine on the website. It works amazing when you use it right. Use the drop down to pick the appropriate vehicle that you're looking for, and you'll be able to find the parts that you're looking for as well. If you are looking for additional support, as I mentioned, we have a great support team that's always here to help answer questions. You can reach them directly by giving them a call, or you can email support@redcatracing.com, as well as message them on Facebook, and they usually respond within a couple hours during the week, sometimes 24 hours if it's in the weekend. JD, man, what's going on, good sir? All right, man. So, let's get into it here, guys. So, obviously, we got a lot of things to talk about. As things have been progressing, we've been able to get some things started. You guys, a lot of you guys already know that the SEMA build-off is going to be one that's going to be taking place for the entire course of the rest of, sorry. It's been an early morning, guys. I do apologize. I've been up since 2:30 this morning doing some film work for us, and I am exhausted because the day's not over. I still got a second session to film this evening, so I do apologize. But to get back on track, SEMA Build Off. A lot of you guys already know the logistics behind it, right? Previous years, we've always offered it as it being only available within the continental U.S., and this year we opened it up worldwide. So, of course, we're expecting to see builds from all over the world, hopefully, to be able to go up against the best builders all around, right? So we're looking for the best of the world to see who's going to be able to have their vehicle displayed proudly at SEMA for hundreds and thousands of people to see as the week progresses in Las Vegas. So one thing I will say is I honestly thought I would start to see a lot more pictures being shared. Some of you folks are sharing videos. Hey, that is great. Don't forget to share some stills, because some of those videos, it's really hard to tell a lot of the detail that you have going on there. So share, make sure you're using the appropriate hashtags, make sure you're tagging us so that we can take a look at these images and start stockpiling them for the entire team here to see. And as we get closer, we will obviously be able to pick a winner for you guys. Let's see. Jason Oatman says his dog doesn't like RCs. Well, I guess you're going to have to find another hobby like Monopoly. It just is what it is for you. Sorry, bud. XO Cage RC. JD's RC says, XO Cage RC was hyping Redcat yesterday on his live. After getting my first Redcat, I agree. Great products. Thank you for the kind words, JD, man. That's always great to hear. But on the real, Jason, let me ask you a question. You were saying that your dog doesn't like the RC. Is it the specific RC that you're playing with, or is it the sound? I know that my dogs don't like any of my RCs, no matter if I use a quiet motor like a brushless setup or if I use a brush motor. They don't like them. They just hate the sound of the transmission, the gearbox. They don't like anything that has to do with RCs. So trust me, I get it. I do have one dog, my personal dog. We have a few dogs, of course, that he's my ride or die. He doesn't mind them. He'll go on the trail with me. He'll spend 2 or 3 hours with me, crawling and having a good time. So, some of them were a little bit less affected by it, but I think a lot of it has to do with the high-pitched sound that a lot of the motors make and the gearbox makes. So, just keep that in mind. It might be because they have a little more sensitive ears, which is a good thing. So, all jokes set aside, I hope your dog can kind of work around it and be more comfortable. What I did with my dog, I have a beautiful Frenchie, male Frenchie that I've had for a little bit over a year now, and the first event that we had him at was at Proline by the Fire. So I was out on the trails with him, and one thing that I was nervous about is if he was going to be able to handle being around all the RC cars. Is he going to kind of go schizo on me? And like my other dogs, is he going to hate, and is he going to bark? I think being around such a huge amount of RCs at once made him really numb to just say, I don't really care about it. And it really worked out. I'm not saying that's going to work out for you, but maybe adjusting him and taking your dog out, him or her, and having more time around the RC by having your control of your dog might help, kind of wear him or her down to see that it's not a threat to them at this time. So just food for thought. And yeah, Redcat Racing nailed it. Jason Oatman, any animal with high prey drive will chase a moving object. So obviously my friend has no prey drive at all. He's just a lazy butt is what it comes down to. There's a reason why greyhounds chase mechanical rabbits. That's a great point. So I guess, is that going to be the topic of the day? That should be the topic of the day. I like it. I'm in it. RC Patina Guy LLC says, even my English bulldog wants to chase RCs. Hey, there you go. There you go. So if you have an animal pet at home, drop it. Let me know if your dog is comfortable with RCs or not. And, what have you done to potentially help, get them acclimated to being around them as well? Let's see. Jason Omi says, I have to put her indoors. I get that. I absolutely get that. All right, guys, so back on topic. So But drop it. I still want to hear about it. But yeah, I'll come back to it in a second. Guys, so as mentioned, I'm excited. SEMA Build Off is kicking off, and I want nothing more than to have your vehicle shown and displayed for hundreds of thousands of people to see at SEMA this year. We've been able to do so the last couple years, and of course, none other than Jeff Lozano was able to win, two-time crown winner. Louis Alcala was able to win as well. He was one of the crown winners the first year that we did it with the Lowriders. This year's no different. We want everyone around the world to have the opportunity to enter in. There was a lot of amazing builds that weren't able to be included last year that honestly really should have if it were a worldwide event. So we pulled out the stops. We really hope to start seeing you guys share some stuff. If you are using the hashtags and tagging us appropriately, it'll allow us to take those images, stockpile them, make a library of them, so that then we can keep sharing them here on today's show as we continue on. So with that said, let's take a look at some of the builds that did use appropriate hashtags, that the poster used appropriate hashtags, tagged us, and entered in online to be a participant of the RC SEMA Build-Off. So first and foremost, let's take a look at one of these. And of course, this is going to be none other than Feliz Jose Delgadillo. This is a car that was actually in last year as well. Really awesome ride. Hood opens up. He does have a full engine bay setup in it. I've seen the car myself in person, and I've seen it displayed a couple different times. It's a great build overall, and I think he did an amazing job. Felix, if you're in here, can you tell the folks what body it is that you use? I know he usually watches every week, and if he says it, I'll say it so that those that are watching this later that aren't watching the comments can also get that information as well. But that's Felix Jose Delgadillo's car. Again, great work all the way around. Great attention to detail all the way down to the rotors that he ended up using to match the paint scheme of the body itself. Just a great, great build all the way around. RC Bettina guy says, Jeff, you can't play this year. You know, I heard Jeff bowed out and he says, you know what, I don't need to even try anymore. I'm just going to not enter, and he'll probably still win. I'm just kidding. No, he won't. But on the real, man, Jeff, thank you so much for being a great team player the last couple years. And yeah, man, I'm eager to see who's going to take the crown this year because it should be a great one. So that's one of the first ones that came up just in a simple search. We're going to go over, I think, about 6 of them. I think there was a total of about 12 that I found, but a lot of the other ones, the images were really... They didn't do the vehicle justice. And instead of sharing them with you guys and not having the full detail, I'm hoping that this episode will help call you guys out to share some more amazing pictures. Take your cars outside, take them off the bench, let the sun hit them, and take some great photographs of your vehicles. Be proud of the amazing work that you guys have put into your rides, because at the end of the day, they are true works of art, and they are a true expression of the amazing work, craftsmanship, and art that you produce in your own home and your workbench. So, off to the next build. It is another build by Jose Delgadillo. And there was a couple pictures of it. I know, based off this picture, I can see it's going to be what looks to me like a 50s style pickup truck. I do believe it's a Chevy, and this is a work in progress picture of his ride. So, do you think it's worthy? Do you think it, at this early stage that the vehicle is still being worked on, do you think it has potential, right? And this is what I want to see. If you guys are currently building your vehicles, share the pictures of them being built, because it's really awesome to see all of your guys' builds go from rags to riches. I'm telling you, there's nothing more awesome than being able to see all the work that you guys are doing week after week. So continue sharing, continue tagging. Make sure that you're entering in by filling out the form that's on our website. The link for that form is on the description of this video for you guys to do so at a later time. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Next build that really stood out to me that I was able to find this morning from doing a simple hashtag search was this build. And I believe this one was from Daniel McDowell off of our Redcat Lowrider Facebook group. It looks like it's a 3D printed body. It looks like he's already started the body work, working on the lines. Jose, your truck is beautiful, but if Daniel, lays down some awesome paint on this thing and gets these body lines looking nice and shiny and crisp and make it look like a nice, beautiful wet paint job. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's gonna be a tough one, you know. But at the end of the day, it's the end execution of your total build, right? It's a work in process. And again, there's gonna be a lot of you guys out there that are building right now that are looking at the pile of parts and thinking to yourself, I don't think I have a truck worth sharing. I don't care. Share it. I'm telling you, because if you share it, then you're in the competition. You got to play. You got to play to win, and you can't win without playing. So, Daniel, great job. I can't wait to see what else you do with this. I'm curious to see what chassis is going to be underneath it, what you're going to go with on electronics, wheels, what color paint you're going to go with. Will it have an interior? Will it not? I see you, bro. I see you. So keep up the good work, man. Let's see what comes out of there, or what comes out of it. All right. Build number 4 that I was able to find as well is this bad boy from RC Lowrider, RC _ Lowriders _ NTX _. And I believe this is Jimmy Winfrey's vehicle. It definitely has, for RC Patina guy, this is right up your alley. He definitely went with a patina-inspired paint job. There's graffiti on the car. I've seen a couple different pictures of it. This was the best picture that I was able to find that kind of showed a little bit more of the total stance of the vehicle itself. And I think Jimmy's onto something. I'm curious to see if this is now finished or if it's still a work in process. So, Jimmy, if you're out there and if you're hearing, keep sharing pictures, keep doing what you're doing. Take your car off the bench, take it outside, take some good pictures of it, next to the grass, next to the tree, next to something. Just make it enjoyable, make it fun, right? Your phones take amazing pictures. Trust me, I've been doing it for years. I do now mainly use a full frame camera. I don't really get to use a lot of my cell phone for pictures because I'm a photography geek, but I'm a big fan of great photos. So if you take good photos, they're gonna stand out, they're gonna attract the eye, and they're gonna stand out over the rest of them. So make sure you guys are going out there, get home, take their cars out, put them on the sidewalk, do whatever you gotta do just to take some more pictures. You know, have fun with it, enjoy it. That's the reason why you build, right? So that is Jimmy Winfrey's ride. Great job, Jimmy. Keep up the great work. Looking forward to seeing what else you got going on with it. All right, next up will be this bad boy. And I'm trying to see. This one was done by 6K _ Stapa. And the reason why I caught this was a video. So I was looking for an actual still photo to share with you guys. And unfortunately, I couldn't find one on the page, but I did find a video. And I just ended up doing a screen grab of it, mainly to show you some of the pattern work that you start to see that's being used. There's some engraving work that's also done on the trim. Obviously, he's got the Jeffries Continental kit on it. I can tell he's going to be running some, you know, Redcat Daytons because he's got the plate on it. So that'd be really interesting to see. I'm curious to see what the final execution is. I want to see more of it. I want to see more photos of it. I really want to see what it looks like in the sun and see how that paint pops. I think it'll be a nice ride to keep an eye out on. So big shout out to 6K _ Stapa. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for tagging us. Thank you for using all the appropriate hashtags. I think it's going to be something to keep an eye on. And of course, this ride, he dubbed it, it's either Red Wire or Red Mire. I can't tell. The script that he used makes it a little bit hard to really see if it's Red Mire or Red Wire. But no matter what, it's got my attention. So hopefully we get to see a lot more pictures in the next coming weeks that you can share so that we can continue keeping folks updated here as we're getting closer and closer to the day. If you don't know, the SEMA build-off is going until October 10th, and the winner should be announced October 11th on a live show. I will be in Houston that week for some personal reasons, but I will be bringing this green screen that you see behind me to have there, to have the show so that we can make sure that we announce the winner the way that we properly know how. All right, next build that also stood out that you guys should probably keep an eye out on is this bad boy right here. Oops, no, is that the same picture? I thought I had 6. Maybe I lied to you guys. Give me one quick second. Let me see if I missed one. I feel like I missed a picture here. Which one was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. Okay. Give me one second, guys. I'm going to add this image here really quick, and then I'll go ahead and show you the vehicle itself. Pictures, Redcat. So what's going on with everyone? How's everyone doing out there? Did anyone get to enjoy any cool shows this week? Anyone get to go crawling? Did you go bashing this weekend? I want to hear about it. Drop it. All right, here we go. All right. There it is. So this vehicle is from low_low_16. Caught my eye because the first thing that I saw was obviously the hood is off, and he's got some form of an engine that he's already working on in there. So he's got something brewing underneath the hood, which I like. I love that he's got this soft top looking canvas material, convertible top. So that's good. I like that. I like the color scheme as well. I love the contrast with the white and the tans. So I can see there's something going on there. I see some engraving going on in the stickers. He's got the side skirts on it. The trunk lid's been cut open. I did notice the trunk lid is not cut all the way down to the bumper like the true 64 is. So curious to see what the back looks like. I can be judgy, but I'm not a judgy person. I just am curious. I want to know more about it. So low_low_16, man, good job. Keep it up. Keep sharing. I'm eager to see what else you got going on and what you got brewing in there. It should be an awesome build. Jason Oatman says his grandfather's birthday is today. Well, hey, happy birthday to Grandpa Oatman. Hopefully his last name's Oatman. Happy birthday to your grandpa. So yeah, guys, so that is some of the just simple ones that I was able to find that were falling within the SEMA build-off realms. Again, there were probably a handful other vehicles, but the images were really hard to really isolate what vehicle was in. There's some posts that people are doing, but they have 6 vehicles in one image, so it's kind of hard to tell what you're entering into the show. So my best advice to you is make one post per vehicle. If you have multiple vehicles that you want to enter into the SEMA build-off, take one picture or multiple pictures of one car, share those, tag us, and then do a second car in a separate post, tag us, and do the exact same thing. That way we can keep an eye on them and keep them separated so that we know the vehicle itself, right? It's not just a builder, guys. It's the car. We're looking for the car itself. Of course, you, the builder, are the highlight, but the car is what's going to get, the eyes on the car is what's going to get you to either win or not. So make sure you're hashtagging, make sure you're tagging, make sure that you're sharing pictures of the individual car that you want to do so that we can make sure that we can keep really close eyes on it. So let's see here. So let's turn that off. So yeah, guys, nonetheless, we have, maybe a little bit over a month, maybe a month and a half left before we have to announce the SEMA build-off winner. So a lot of you guys are getting there. You guys are starting to build. I see the creative juices flowing. It's just a matter of now getting out there, being active, and sharing so that we can make sure we can keep you on our radar and see if you have what it takes to take home the crown. Dude, there's a build from across seas that I still have not seen use the hashtag, and I'm kind of disappointed because that build was a build that everyone thought should be the winner last year. And who knows, maybe he's working on something else this year. So it's interesting to see what exactly is brewing. So Dylan Long Cho from Paris, I'm calling you out, bro. Where you at? I want to see more of this ride. Maybe you got something else in the works. I don't know. Are you going to enter? Are you not? Looking forward to it no matter what, because you truly do make some amazing art, bro. So, guys, with that said, as I told you guys first thing earlier on the show, it's not going to be a really long, drawn-out show. We just really wanted to kind of touch base, keep the hype going on the SEMA build-off, seeing what you guys do with them out there, and then obviously coming back and wrapping up with events, because I still have a couple hours of filming left ahead of me as soon as I wrap up this show. Can't tell you what I'm filming. I can't even tell you if it's related to Redcat stuff or not. It might actually be related to something completely different. I don't know if you know this or not, but I have a hobby of, videoing toy trains, so that's my new thing. No, it's not, but nonetheless, man, I'm always eager to see what folks are doing out there. So if you do have things that you guys want to share, it doesn't have to be lowrider related. Your Gen 9s, your machetes, your Gen 8s, your Gen 7s, all your custom builds, yeah, keep sharing away, keep tagging us. There are pages where we have groups on Facebook that you can be a part of to share your amazing content as well with other like-minded folks that might have the same platform as you, that who knows, you might spark their creativity as well. So lots of platforms, lots of ways to share out there. Make sure you're doing everything that you can in enjoying your hobby. Travi J wants to know, can we dealers pre-order trailers? I would reach out to your sales rep directly and talk to them about that. That's nothing that unfortunately I know or have information on at this time. But great question, Travi. Thank you for asking. Redcat RC says, I'm here for the taco recipes. Bro, you don't want me to tell you, man. So listen, first you go down to the carniceria. A carniceria is a store where they sell meat. It's a meat market. But a carniceria, as opposed to a butcher shop, will sell you all your carne asada that you want, and you can tell them, I want it prepared. And if you're able and you have the tongue for it, you tell them, la quiero preparada, which means you want that meat prepared. They're going to go ahead and throw some concoctions in there. They don't always tell you what it is, but a lot of times it has something to do with citrus, some spices, maybe some cilantro, maybe some onion. There's a couple different things that go into it as well. And let me tell you, it is fire, because you can go right home, throw it on your grill, and you're ready to eat, meet, and greet, and have a good time with it. So I just educated you on the 101 of carne asada introduction. Come back next week for the next tip of the day. So guys, man, Tony Montana, thank you for that, man. Waiting for the Riviera. Yeah, man, we, I was misinformed last time that we talked about the Riviera, and I had mentioned that we were expecting to see them sometime, mid to late October. And it looks like the reality is, after having a really long discussion with the team today, that I was informed that I made a mistake. So I do apologize to everyone. It looks like we're going to be looking at that body being released sometime late November, early December. So I do apologize for that misinformation that I shared with you guys. I thought the information I had was the most current one, and unfortunately it was not the most current information, and that falls on me because I am responsible for what comes out of my mouth and share with you guys. But I do appreciate you guys. I know that a lot of you guys are waiting patiently for more bodies to be shared. I really hope to see more bodies from other manufacturers as well. That would be amazing to see for all of the realms. So, keep that in mind, guys. Have fun with it. I really am sorry that I got the dates mixed up, but yeah, the Riviera should be officially available out to all of you guys, our vendors, our amazing community members, hopefully as early to mid-November, and hopefully no later than the beginning of December. Red Wolf RC got interrupted by a phone call. Red Wolf, bro, I sit here specifically every Wednesday, and I go, you know what? I need to do this show for Red Wolf. He's going to appreciate it. And then you pick up a phone call. Like, how rude. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm totally kidding with you. But I appreciate you, man. Crow Below Customs, what's going on, man? How are you? Redcat RC, Taco Bell does not carry good stuff. That's why Rosa RC says, but Taco Bell doesn't carry carne asada or carne preparada, prepared meat. Of course they don't, because they're feeding you fake food, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't think Taco Bell has anything on some real carne asada tacos. I'm just saying that I said what I said, I meant what I meant. I'm ready to fight. Let's go. You know, just like that saying, you know, we're saying tacos are better than pumpkin spice lattes. I said what I said. It's a fight. Let's go. Roadside RC, are the drift upgrades ready yet? How about now? How about now? How about now? Take my money, please. Soon, man. We're waiting on them soon. We're eagerly waiting for them to arrive. You know, there's a lot of things that are happening on the logistics side that are still kind of weird, and we're truly keeping a really close eye on things, including visiting factories to make sure that things are going well with quality control. So because of a lot of things that are allowing us to focus on multiple aspects and multiple projects, because we have so many that we want to drop this year, there's a lot of things that we're kind of prioritizing to make sure we're giving you the best of ourselves. I do apologize that there's delays on that. We are working on getting those here as quickly as possible for you, because I know you and a lot of folks want those. Let's see. Swimmy wants to know, will any new RCs be lowrider? No. Definitely not. Hell no. Yep. No. No. It's really hard to say no and nod yes. But in the reality, man, you're just going to have to stay tuned and see what comes out next. Could be lowrider related. It could not be lowrider related. I would venture to say at this point, in all honesty, the best way I can answer that is that you're probably going to see a new Redcat RC vehicle of some kind being released. Yeah, Crobolo Customs, yeah, he nailed it. We're getting out of the lowrider scene. So guys, if you guys don't know, today, August 23rd, 2023, we're sad to announce that as of today, we're no longer in the lowrider scene. We are now only going to focus on creating RC Prius cars, Tesla RC cars, and what else? Anything full electric. I think that's what we're going to go with. Yes. But in reality, see, Redcat just told me, stop it. Okay, I'll stop. Guys, no, we're not going to stop. We got a lot of plans. Like I said in the previous weeks, we have a lot of wants that we want to happen and we want to create still. And there's a lot of creativity that's brewing heavily in the engineering department. And the guys really have an eye for what they're doing right now. And they really want to enjoy it, specifically with you guys, right? Because everything they release, they get to see you guys enjoying and making videos and making photos and sharing them and doing upgrades to them and reinventing the wheel on certain things. It's a great hobby to be in. It doesn't matter if it's lowrider related or crawler related or basher related. But yeah, when it comes to RC lowriders, I think we still got a lot of fuel in the tank, and I don't think we're going to go anywhere anytime soon. So I appreciate the question, though. Okay, yeah, there's one. So Crobolo Custom says the new Prius ain't too bad. I don't know. I think any Prius is great. Priuses are the future of RC. I'm telling you right now. I need to find someone that makes a Prius body, because I want a Prius crawler. I want a Prius lowrider. You know, I think that should be a thing. I want a Prius basher. Like, yes, for the win. Bob's RC, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you as always. Vince Vargas, legacy vehicle now, the lowrider. Now discontinued, sorry. But guys, let's go over some of the upcoming events coming up. Yes, Crobolo Customs, Prius drift car. You know what? I don't really always share these, but I think I will today, because let's see here. Red Wolf RC says, so, okay, come on, Redcat, throw down on us a 64 designer's show chassis with remote RTR. Listen, we've talked about that one so many times in this setting, and you guys ask all the time. You know, the original design, the original LRH 285 chassis builder's kit was a surplus of chassis that were left over from an order that came with bodies that were just not up to par. So we thought, okay, we'll try and sell them, and if they take off, then we'll offer that permanently. And unfortunately, it took forever to get rid of the small amount of them that we had. And it, you know, now that they're gone, everyone says they want them. I hope that that's the case. Who knows? Maybe the future might show something else. Maybe something can come of that. But if you do want a designer show kit with remote, be vocal about it, you know. And if you get enough people to be vocal with you about it, maybe someone will listen, and who knows? Maybe it's something that could come to fruition next year. You just never know. But I appreciate the want. I personally want it myself as well. I think it's a great idea, but it's got to make sense, right, at the end of the day. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the comment there. Ro Campos, brother, I was about to request a refund on the taco for not making lowriders. Listen, no. Don't take away my tacos, bro. Like, please, don't. Hey, you know, don't do that. Please. No, don't. Take anything but the taco. Take my 64. Don't take my tacos, please. I beg of you. Schwimmy, I agree. A Prius lowrider will bring millions. You hear that, boss? Millions. And Shrimmy's going to put up the money just in case we don't sell them all, right? Right? It's on you? Yes? Hey. All right. Guys, let's get into it, man. I know that we've been talking about events quite a bit, but events are coming up really quick, and we need to make sure that any and all of you guys know what's going on potentially in your neck of the woods. The next event coming up that we will be at, Redcat, including myself, is going to be the 7th annual Autism Awareness Crawl, which is going to go down at Bear River Lake Resort in Pioneer, California. This is going to be the last year that I will be hosting this event. Me and the crew have dedicated over 10 years of hosting events in multiple capacities. We've helped other manufacturers host events as well. It's something that we do, and we do really well. There's no doubt about it. I can say with full confidence that our raffles as the ASD squad is the best raffle that you will ever experience. There is no one that will ever top that, and I say that and I stand behind it. Why? Because we truly make 3 hours of giving away stuff super fun. It is an event in itself. It's a great time, but the raffle is not the only reason why you should go. The reason why the 7th Annual Autism Awareness Event has thrived so much over the years is because of its cause. Year after year, we raise funds that help children that have recently been diagnosed with autism, and it helps them getting early intervention assistance, helping them with fine motor skills, verbal communication, as well as other ailments that they might need assistance with. The other half of the proceeds that we raise every year are donated to an organization called the Flybrave Foundation out of Sacramento, California. This foundation is really near and dear to our heart because it works directly with adults on the spectrum of autism. I myself am a father of 3 boys, 2 of them which are affected by autism. And at one point they were young and they did early intervention programs, and it really helped them immensely to give them a great fighting chance in their generalization of education in their growth. One of my boys is turning, 17, 18? Oh gosh. What's his age? He was born in 06, so that would be, so he would be 17 coming up. My oldest is now going to be an adult here pretty soon. And we found this foundation that works with adults on the spectrum, helping them with a mentorship program, helping them with job placement opportunities and job training, helping them to public speak, fitness camps, and also working with first responders all across Northern California to help educate them on how to work with our community of special needs individuals. So it is a cause that has been near and dear to my heart, and it pains me to say that I, as a whole, all of us, it's our last year. Missing a big part of who we are has been really hard to make this event happen this year, but we're going to go ahead and do it, and it's going to be to memorialize my brother Brandon, who's no longer with us. So join us. It should be a great event. All proceeds go to a great cause. It's a 2-day event. I hired a taco truck to be there for 2 days, so I know you guys don't want to miss that. But there's going to be events like a sled pull competition. We're going to have crawl masters where Harley Designs and John Schultz is going to be there having a good time with us. We're going to have Monster Truck Jam. We're going to have many competitions going on throughout both days. Food, camping, great environment, and raffles. What more do you want in life? So come on out, share the wealth with us. September 15th and 16th, Bear River Lake Resort. If you want information on this event, please go and check it out in the link description of this video. The next event that we're going to be at is going to be Proline by the Fire. So I'm going to come home on Monday from the Autism Awareness Crawl. I'm going to come to work on Tuesday, come to work on Wednesday, unload and reload my trailer to then head out to Proline by the Fire at Apple Valley. Great event. The event itself is an event that's been around for quite some time. Shoot, where am I at? Give me 1 second, guys. I usually have notes up, and I'm so tired today that I don't have anything. All right, here we go. So yeah, Proline will be hosted at Horseman Center Park, and that's going to be in Apple Valley, California. It's going to go down September 22nd and 23rd. Tickets are available to purchase, so if you want to go ahead and participate, it should be a great time. Little birdie told me that there might be something Redcat might be showing off while we're out there. I'm just saying, maybe something might come, out of you arriving there. So, you may not want to be too far. It should be a good time no matter what. So the event itself, it's a great time. Tickets are available. Buy your tickets, register. It's a camping event, 2-day event, crawling, different multitudes of mini events as well. It's always a great time. They also bring food vendors, so definitely check it out. Come on out. And quickly, for those of you that want and enjoy the ASD event and maybe can't participate because you're nowhere near the event and can't come all the way to California, we are offering merchandise for sale, which expires this Friday. Friday we will be closing the shop, and all of our event t-shirts and hoodies will no longer be available. But if you want to purchase one, we will be shipping those 2 weeks after the event for anyone that wants to support as well. Moving on forward, we have the Best in the West Super Indoor Car Show that's going to be hosted by none other than Team Yonkis. Should be a great time, great event. It's going to be indoors, of course, so you guys will be able to keep your vehicles nice and pristine and clean and cool. Team Yonkis _SD on Instagram will be your go-to for any information. The link to his bio is in the description of this video if you have questions for him. It should be a great turnout. The event itself will be hosted at the Ventura County Fairgrounds, September 24th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So don't miss out. Another great event on the West Coast. Man, I know what else is coming up on the East Coast. I think Beat the Creek is coming up on the East Coast. If you have other events on the East Coast, man, drop them so that I can start sharing those as well with everyone as we go. All right, next event is going to be, as we wrap up Proline by the Fire, we'll be coming back to the office for a few days, and then we're going to start getting ready for the Las Vegas Lowrider Super Show. This one's going to be like this one's going to be legit, because I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why, because if I tell you why, then I'm oversharing. But it's going to be something monumental and something you're not going to want to miss. We are working with the promoters. It should potentially from at this point, it sounds like there's going to be a full street scene of some kind set up with the individual car show there as well. Redcat is one of the sponsors for the mini event that's going to be hosted there. We'll be there as vendor as well, so it should be a great time. I'm going to be out there with cameras in hand to try and capture photos and videos. So if you want your vehicle highlighted on some of the reels that we offer, make sure that you are there so that we can capture them at its finest moments. If you want more information on this event itself, link is in the description of this video for you guys to go and check it out and see what's going on. After that, guys, we're going to be going into October, and October is going to kind of be a little bit of a dead zone because we don't have many events going on in October, but we do have the SEMA build-off that will be announced towards the, I think, 11th of October, so still closer to the beginning of October, or maybe closer to the middle. And then obviously we'll get through the rest of the month, and then we'll be going off to SEMA at the end of the month, so at the end of October. And we'll be out there for a full week. So SEMA is always a big kickoff. It's always a great time. So many people, and I personally enjoy it because I just go crazy with taking photos and getting video. It's just what I love doing. I geek out, right? Redcat is going to stay in Las Vegas that whole week at SEMA, and then we're going to stay through the weekend because we're also going to be participating in a secondary Las Vegas Lowrider Super Show, which I believe that one will be hosted by Original Lowrider. So it's going to be a busy couple months for us here, as well as the drops that we've been promising you guys that are coming to fruition, and they're going to be, you know, popping before you know it as well. So you're not going to want to go too far. There's still a lot of fuel in this tank. We got a lot more to share with you guys. We look forward to what can happen, and we look forward to how you guys are going to enjoy some of the things that are coming soon. Vince Vargas says he wants a hoverboard by Redcat. I agree. You know what? I'm on strike, boss. I'm not going to come back to work until we have a hoverboard. But I need a paycheck, so I'll be back tomorrow. So I'm on strike for like 13 hours while I'm at home. But then I'll come back because I need my paycheck. Those are the facts. Shumi, no, we do not sell drag cars. Other manufacturers do. It's definitely a niche market that we've seen really grow and expand. I'm actually a big fan of RC drag racing. I've been participating in it since the beginning stages of it. I got out of the competition because it got way over competitive and I could no longer keep up. My wallet was not able to do so. But there's a lot of stuff out there. I believe the market, in my opinion, is really oversaturated. There's a lot of products that are available out there already. But if you do get into it, enjoy it, go fast. Remember, if you're not first, you're last. Right? And don't forget to shake and bake because you gotta. Mac Ali from Canada. Hey, thank you, man. All the way from Canada. Canada, eh? I like it. I like it. Team Redcat, this all shows you guys have a big heart. God bless. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. It's always appreciated, as always, guys. Let me double check comments. We're good. Okay. So now you guys got it. I got told I won't get a hoverboard. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can make it happen though. You know, that'd be really cool. Taco powered hoverboard. Oh. Okay. Enough of that. You guys have a good rest of your week. I apologize again profusely because I am running on fumes and I stumbled quite a bit for the first time in a long time. No, I don't. I stumble every week. Who do you care? You guys stay blessed. Have a great week ahead. Keep the rubber side down. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same channel, with a couple more updates. Start sharing those SEMA build-off builds, guys, so that we can share them with all of you guys here for the entire world to see. Until next week, you guys stay blessed. Peace.